thanks very much. What a season.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. McAllister. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here is third down and 4. Looking to throw. McAllister. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing. Love. Addison hauls it in. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Uses the spin. Touchdown, Cowboys! An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
At the 31-yard line.
Set.
Love. He's got this complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ricky Pearsall, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Let's go now. Hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go. Hut.
Looking to throw. Love. That's caught by Tucker. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Love forced out to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Drill, 52.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Here's Love. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 3-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. McAllister. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
They run with Powell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Powell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Powell. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Powell. And he'll work down inside the 45.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Powell, and he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Powell. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Allen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown it. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety. So
well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's caught by Tucker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Down. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Open man is Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. This one taken in by Stover. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready up. Let's go now.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Love now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Love. And he will find his man on the outside. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. Now it's the backup, Darnold. He gets it to Addison. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
You're outside.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Darnold. Pass complete to Addison.
And now his yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, they got the turnover. Drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Bell. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, Shaq. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Off the play fake, McAllister. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. McAllister steps away to his left. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Go.
Off play action. McAllister. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
That's complete to Pearsall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
On first down, it's Powell.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Now at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Throw out wide to Walker.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out now come the Cowboys.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Here we go. Shut up.
Throwing is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Returnable here from the 38.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
Commissioner Goodell doing the honors as he hands the Lombardi Trophy to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys.